All right, Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were well taught this truth. And peace and salutations to you, Akim, that's pushing this truth with all truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Yashar Kabar, back to you again with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying to the elect. All right. And really just speaking on how his place is through, man. All right. Esau Edom, his kingdom, all right, his rulership is finished. All right, we see it. All right, it's plain, you know, especially to us, you know, you men that's in this truth, you know, that's doing the work and watching what's going on. All right, because we see it, you know. So without further ado, let's grab this. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 5. It says, "For like all that is made, the world had the beginning and the end, and the end is manifest." Yeah. So like all that is made in the world had the beginning and the end. All right. And Esau Edom, man, he had his run. All right. He had his beginning, you know, of his queendom, you know. All right, but the end is manifest. All right, meaning what? It's obvious. All right, you know, it's clear, you know, to see that this place is through. You know, and Esau, you know, he's on his he on thin ice. All right, he on his last leg. You know, he's trying to do everything he can. All right, to what build, you know, his kingdom back up. You know, and what that consists of. All right, what making America white again. All right, pretty much. You know, all right, slaughtering Jake. You know, pointing the finger at Jake. You know, taking things, making it back to the old days, how he wanted. You know, but he ain't gonna get that far, man. You know, his technocracy. You know, bringing in his all that, you know, bullshit. All right, but it's not gonna deliver him. You know, out of the hands of Yahweh Shemi Yahweh Shai, man. All right, because the Lord, you know, is about to intervene. All right, the Lord is going to get, you know, rid of this, you know, this devil, man. All right, this deceiver. All right, but all you jakes, you know, that you know, love the so-called white man, Esau Edom. All right, want to save him. All right, want to worship him. Are you going to be destroyed right along with him, man? All right, you know, and he's getting ready to show his horns. You know, all you jakes that try to debate, you know, try to debunk, you know, talk shit towards the men of the Lord. All right, yeah, Esau going to show you who he really is. You know, the so-called white man, he going to show you that he's Esau, you know, all right, the devil. All right. So let's move on. Let's grab this. The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. The devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows he had but a short time." Yeah, hey, the devil's getting ready to come down. All right, you see the spirit of this devil in, man. All right, he rousing each other up, you know, pretty much against Jake. You know, he's showing that perpetual hatred. All right, you know, but the devil's getting ready to come down. You know, that cruel Lord putting out all these legislations, all right, these laws, all right, you know, they're bringing in his military. All right, what do you think he's bringing in his military for, man? All right, not to protect, all right, it's to come down, all right, put the squeeze, all right, and start, you know, coming with that sword, all right, for you jakes, man, 2/3 of you niggas, you wicked, all right, because it's all of Yahweh Shemi Yahweh Shai, all right. You know, it's Yahweh Shemi Yahweh Shai that's in control, you know, bringing these things forth. All right, making this devil come down upon you tribes, all right, because this is who he's targeting, all right, you tribes. All right? So it says he have a great wrath because he knows he had but a short time, all right, and this devil, he knows that his kingdom is through, all right? You know, you got all these other nations backing out of the dollar, you know, don't want to have nothing to do with America, all right? You know, so hey, this devil, he knows, all right, he had but a short time, man. You know, therefore, what he's going to try to bring in his new world order, all right? And what's that? You know, bringing in that MOTB, all right, which is to see him, all right? You know, he want to chip, you know, he want to bring in a new currency, all right? He wants that reset, all right? You know, so he's going to come down, all right, because he know he have but a short time. He know that this place is finished. All right, he's trying to do what he can, all right, to make this place great again, all right, as they say, you know. Now let's get this. Because, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to protect his elect, you know, but it's for the rest of you unbelievers, you wicked unbelievers, you're going to be caught up in it, man. All right? So this is Ezekiel chapter 21. Let's see, let's start at verse 9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened, and is also furbished. It is sharpened that it make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it make glitter. Shall we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son. That's every tree. All right? Yeah, this is what the prophets are going out telling you, man. All right? This is what brothers been telling you for years. All right? Hey, what a sword is sharpening, you know? So, all right? Yeah, so, yeah, a sword is sharpening, man. All right, who's that sword? All right, Esau, Edom. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Lord, you know, for many, you know, other captivities, all right, he sent a nation, all right, you know, use the other nations as that sword, you know, so what, that sword is sharpening, but it says what? It is furbished, it is glitter, shall we then make mirth, all right, should we, you know, be in the spirit of mirth, you know, all right, and this is how you see Jake today, all right, in mirth, laughter, you know, partying, living it up. Meanwhile, all right, Esau Edom's getting ready to come down. All right, he's getting ready to come with that sword, man. All right. Let's see, verse 11. It says, "And he have given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened; it is furbished to give it into the hands of the slayer." And who's the slayer? All right, Esau Edom. All right, and he's getting ready to come down. All right, upon you jakes, man. All right, you niggas. All right. It says, "Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh." All right. So yeah, man. All right, it's all of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are making these things happen. All right. You know, and that sword is for what, 2/3, man. All right, scriptures speak on how 2/3 are going to be wiped out, man. All right. Matter of fact, let's see. Let's just get that. 2/3. Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. It says, "And it shall come to pass that in the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein should be cut off and die, but the third should be left therein." All right. So yeah, 2/3 of you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. All right. You know, 2/3 of you, you're going to be what? Cut off and die. All right. You know, you're going to be caught up in that destruction. All right. That nuclear destruction, man. You know, that judgment from the Lord. All right. But the 1/3, you know, the 144,000. All right. The Lord's elect, his remnant, all right, is going to be delivered. You know. So let's see, verse 9, it says, "And I will bring the third part therein through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call upon my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power." All right. So, and that's the elect, man. It says, "Well, they should call upon my name." All right. And here it is. Yeah, you got guys that don't even want to teach the name. You know, the scripture says, "Whether the Lord's name is a strong tower, all right, whoever run into it, you know, is saved, man." All right. And this is why you should be praying. All right. You know, repenting. All right. Praying to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Pray that he for forgiveness, man. All right. That he deliver you. All right. Because we in the end, all right, the time is nearer than we believe, man. All right, this place is finished. What else we have? It's Salaki is still at the plantation, so I'm trying to make it quick. Let's get this on the book of Sirach, chapter 40, verse 10. It says, these things are created for the wicked, and for their sake came the flood. Matter of fact, let's go up some more. Let's get verse 9. It says, death, bloodshed, strife, sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sake came the flood. Yeah, so all these things is created for the wicked. All right. We see Esau come with that sword. All right, when it's martial law in the streets, you know, when shit hit the fan, hey, it's the judgment, man. You know? But all these things are going to be created for the wicked. You know, because, hey, the Lord is going to, what? Salaki. The Lord is going to, what? Protect his elect. You know? You know, they're going to be being watched over, man. All right, but all these things that's going to occur, you know, is created for the wicked. All right, yeah, you wicked niggas, man. All right. What else we have? Hey, man, that sword is sharpening, man. So let's get the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 8. Matter of fact, let's start at verse 7. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. All right, who is that? The elect. All right, that is not going to come near. All right, and this is how much death is going to be, man, out here. Verse 8, it says, only with thy eyes shall thou behold, see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. All right? So the elect is going to be protected, man. You know? But it says what? With thy eyes, you're going to see the reward of the wicked. All right, and this is what we're getting ready to see, man. You know, Lord willing, we be those elect men. All right, but the reward of the wicked. All right, and that's that sword, that judgment, those plagues. All right. You know, because it says what? Because you have made the Lord your refuge. You know, thy habitation. You know, dwelling in this truth. All right, doing the work, doing what you're supposed to do. All right, hey, you shouldn't have to worry, man. All right. All right, all these things that's about to happen, all right, it's for the wicked, man. All right, we've been patiently waiting, all right, to see, all right, the judgment, all right, of the wicked, man. All right, you scoffers, you know, you ones that mock the prophets, talk shit, you know, try to harm brothers, all these things, man, you know. But hey, we in the end, all right. Man, you people you about to feel the Lord's wrath, all right? Matter of fact, let's keep going on verse 11. It says, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee from thy ways, all right? And the angels say protecting brothers, man, all right? And we be seeing chariots, you know, even in the news, they supposed to had shot a missile at they call UAPs, you know, could have been a chariot, and it, you know, pretty much didn't harm it, you know, it didn't phase it. You know, and these devils, they know, all right, they scared, you know, they know. But hey, all these things that's happening is just part of prophecy, man. All right, Esau coming with that sword, targeting, you know, you Israelites. All right, but it's all the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And the Lord is going to keep his elect men, all right, protected. All right, those of you who's, you know, doing this work sincerely, man. All right. So yeah, man, I'm going to end it off with that. Lord willing, this video is edifying, giving all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Rakach and give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Till next time, say Shalom.